So my line of work is stressful. And one of the ways that I like to digress is by coming outside, putting on a little Pink Floyd, and just staring at the sky. And I'm gonna tell you, I can sit out here and stare at the stars for hours. And I often do, and I just let my mind wander. And you know, the more I stare at the stars and the more I study the universe, the more I realize how small we really are in the grand scheme of things. Because see, in relation to the universe, if you break it down to scale, we as humans, we're basically like a micro ant farm being played out inside something as small as a thumbnail. Because that's basically how big Earth is in relation to the universe. It's like the size of a thumbnail. And our oceans are like the size of a teardrop. A teardrop. That's how small we really are. And then I start to think about everything that we fight for day to day, and all the jockeying for position that everybody does, and all the politics that's played, and not just at DC or on the world stage, but at every level. Politics has infected every sector of our lives, from your companies to our schools to our little league fields. Everybody is always jockeying for position and fighting for something. And look, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not as bad as some people, because I'm gonna tell you what right now, I've seen people ruin relationships and lifelong friendships. All for what? For what? Like, were you trying to get control of something? Like, what are you controlling? Like a speck? Like an atom? A dust particle? Basically, right? So look, I'll leave you all with this. I want you all to think about this. So I've got this friend named Ian, and he introduced me to this video by Carl Sagan. It's called The Pale Blue Dot. And the video is mixed with On the Turning Away by Pink Floyd, which, if you've never heard the song On the Turning Away, you need to do it like right now. Like for real. Go outside tonight, put On the Turning Away on, and just stare at the sky. It's amazing. It's one of the most majestic things you'll ever do. But anyhow, so this video by Sagan talks about how small we are. And in the video, he has this quote, and I'll never forget it. And I want y'all to hear it. He says, "Think of all the bloodshed spilled by all those emperors and generals, so that in glory and triumph, they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot." And I want y'all to think about that. Because see, that's all we really are, is this little dot. And that's not even us. That's Earth. That's the thing we live inside. And so I want y'all to think about, and I'll think about it too, if the things we're fighting for every day really matter. Because I don't think they do. And I think there's going to be a lot of people someday laying there in the end, realizing that all these titles and all these positions that they think are so important are really insignificant. Because see, when it's all said and done, and we're floating around the skies like some cosmic dust bunnies, the only thing we're really gonna take with us ain't gonna be money. The only thing we're really going to take with us is all of that energy that we've pulled from all those relationships that we've built on this planet in the time in which we've lived. And I think we all need to do whatever we can to preserve those relationships as much as possible. Because That's what's most important. That's what's relevant. That is what is significant. And so, with that being said, I'm gonna get back to listening to a little Pink Floyd. Thanks for spending time with me. And as always, I love y'all. Salute.